Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
Welcome to Fever Fridays.
We got Dwarf Clone in here early. We got Greg in here early. I appreciate everybody who's in here early. We do have a lot to go over. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to what has been going on in the CBA world, the WNBA world. Caitlyn Clark out in Milan. You know, Team USA coming up. A little bit of drama here. You know, the WNBA, they just never seem to avoid drama. But we got a couple people in here. You know, Dwarf Clone in here. Greg, Guam, and all the other lurkers who didn't chat yet. Dwarf Clone coming in with a early 20 bomb. Never fails to amaze me, though. I think it's the veteran players holding up the CBA, trying to get a bag before they age out, yes? And will the Fever be able to keep Kelsey and still maintain a roster if she gets to Supermax? That's something we're actually going to dive into together. I wanted to go into this together, you know. But anyways, for one, I don't think the the Indiana Fever will be able to keep Kelsey Mitchell and still maintain a roster if they give her the Supermax. And you hear a lot of people say, oh, Caitlyn Clark is on a rookie contract. Aaliyah Boston is on a rookie contract. But they tend to forget that Lexi Hall is due. They tend to forget that Sophie will be eventually due. I don't know when Sophie's due, but we could go look at that as well. You got to add depth around those players as well. You need to have a bench. You need to have a backup center, a backup power forward. I genuinely do think you can make use of Michaela Timpson, but we seen last year that they don't really believe in her as much as we do. Hopefully that changes this season. But yeah, there's a lot that I don't think Kelsey Mitchell should get the Supermax if she wants to actually win a championship. If you look at the NBA side, there's a lot of superstars, veteran players like Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson. There's a lot of high talented players that takes a pay cut because they want to prioritize winning. So I think if Kelsey Mitchell wants to win, that the way people make it seem like, oh, it's all genuine, put your money where your mouth is and actually sacrifice some money to win a team with win a championship with this team. Because we all know if it was Caitlyn Clark wouldn't hesitate to win a championship by sacrificing some type of money, you know. Pardon me as I tweet this link out. Live now, Fever Fridays. Get in here. Okay. I hope you guys are having an amazing week as well. We do have some things to get into. All right, the tweet is out. Everybody knows we're live. Now the agents want to get involved in the CBA. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that as well. We're going to get into that as well. It gets real messy. It gets real messy, man. It gets real messy. Yes, hit the like button. All right, chat. Let's get straight into it. Why not, right? Let's just dive straight into it, okay? So, pull my notes up real quick. It says the WNBA told the WNBPA that a term sheet for a new CBA must be completed by March 10th for 2026 schedule to not be impacted, right? So basically meaning we need to lay down the foundation now, girls. All right, now talking is enough. You know, it's enough playing around. Now it's actually getting serious. We're actually going to cross the threshold where schedules will be impacted. And a lot of people might think that this is just, you know, cat and mouse. Like, they just don't know. This is actually serious. May is actually around the corner. Like, it's not October anymore. It's not like time to laugh and play games. Like, no, now things are actually getting serious. There can actually be an end of the WNBA if the players do not lock in. And I'm starting to see why the agents are getting involved, which we'll talk about as well in here. I just found out not too long ago that the agents are getting involved. I'm pretty sure the agents are losing trust in the players as well. They actually want to see, they want everything to be transparent for them as well. I don't know why they wasn't included from the beginning. That's what kind of lost me. But anyways, let's move on. Let's see what else we got next. So actually, we'll save the ESPN article for a little later. Let's move on to this one real quick, okay? So it says, interesting group wanting increased input. This group all has something in common. This is some discourse on Twitter, right? So it says, by Ramona Shelburne on Threads. The letter was signed by 9 prominent player agents, including Lindsay Kagawa Colas, Brianna Stewart, Paige Becker, Jade, Aja, Aaron Kane, who is the agent of Caitlyn Clark, Gina Paradoso, the agent of Angel Reese, Boris, you know, y'all get the point. All of these are agents of top talented players in the league. But Ramona says, but, in all caps, I'm told not to infer anyone's intentions about striking or not striking from the letter. It was more of an effort to include player agents in the final stages of CBA negotiations, as is historically common. So they went ahead and quote tweeted this, saying, bad reporting to just list the big names. People are misinterpreting this as the superstars have shared motivations when those are the agents of literally half the WNBA without even having the remaining 3 names. So as you can see, they listed the agents and who the players are under. What players are under each agent. I never knew that DJ Carrington and Caitlyn Clark shared the same agent. You know, I did not know that. That was interesting for me. I wonder, did you guys know that? You know, another episode of the WNBA World turns insane, man. Well, no reactions on Denver Nuggets. We'll talk about it on Twitch. Kodera. Venom, my brother, what's going on? Kelsey, the bailout queen. I'm from Serbia, bro. W Serbia in the building. You know what I'm saying? Where's Venom? Venom is right here. All right, chat. So do you guys think Kelsey Mitchell, before we move on, do you guys think Kelsey Mitchell would sacrifice a Supermax to contend with the Indiana Fever? Perfect timing with Kelsey, the bailout queen here. Do you think that Kelsey Mitchell would sacrifice a Supermax to contend with this team? That's something that I genuinely want to get into. I want to see. I do think that the locker room is fine. I think that if you talk to Kelsey Mitchell and you ask her, I don't think Kelsey Mitchell is a selfish a person or player. I think Kelsey Mitchell does what she goes out there to do, which is score. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of discourse with that as well. And I understand both sides. You know, I like to stay objective about certain things and keep an open mind about certain things. But at the same time, I think that these girls genuinely do have a good relationship. I think that it's not end all be all, like I've said before. But if they find a way to make it work, it would have to be with a sacrifice of the money, because you are going to be restricted when you have that much talent on a team and you have a closing window on Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston when it comes to their contracts. They're going to be due soon, and you're going to have to pay Caitlyn the big bucks. And yes, you could say Caitlyn might take a pay cut as well, but sometimes the league will step in if you try to, you know, like if Caitlyn tries taking the minimum, the league is not going to allow that, you know. Hey, Venom in chat. Athena's in here. Okay, we got some legends in here. Jerry's in here. Okay. I think they should trade her. All right, let me do a let's do a poll actually. I want to see, how do Fever fans feel about Kelsey Mitchell? Let me run this real quick. How I wish we had some mods here. Before we do that, let's give out some memberships, because I should have been giving out memberships. I forgot that we can't even do that. So let's hand out some memberships real quick before we get started. I'm not sure Kelsey Mitchell would take a cut to stay. I don't know how I feel about that. That's where it gets tricky at. Do you guys think Kelsey? I love Kelsey, but not for that money. Yeah, cause all right, hear me out, right? I wouldn't mind Kelsey Mitchell taking a Supermax, so long as, and let me know if you guys agree, so long as Kelsey Mitchell was a defender. Venom. The whole point is that Caitlyn loved Kelsey and AB, so don't be fooled. Caitlyn wants a ring, and she knows she can get it with her squad. Absolutely. But they have to be smart. You see Kelsey, the bailout queen. It has to make sense on paper. Because we're just talking about talent-wise, there's no bigger 3 in the league than them 3. There's no bigger 3 than Kelsey, Caitlyn, and Ali. It is no bigger 3. But when we talk about financial restrictions, because you can't win a championship with just being top heavy, you have to have depth. You have to have your Lexi Holes, your Sophie Cunninghams. You have to have even your Ari McDonalds. You got to have your Chloe Bibbies. You got to have your, oh my gosh, so Michaela Timpsons. You know, like you got to have room for those players, because you got to look in the future as well. We building a dynasty. We're not just trying to contend for this 1-2 year window and then now Caitlyn is due, Aaliyah is due up. Nah. We got to maximize right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure they're going to make it work. I'm pretty sure Kelsey will sacrifice, especially considering they literally just cored her last year and gave her all her money last year. And now, of course, they're getting paid more money now. But I'm talking about as far as loyalty go. They paid her the max at that time. So I know Kelsey has trust with this franchise. I don't think Kelsey Mitchell is selfish, but she came in before NIL and she wants her money, yes. Kelsey wants her bag, so we're not going to get nothing misconstrued. Kelsey wants her bag, but it's all about the future. You know what I'm saying? There got to be some type of compromise is what I'm saying. No player that refuses to pass to an open teammate should be on the team like Howard and Ari. I would say yes for Natasha Howard. I would kind of disagree a little bit with Ari, because Ari was passing it not to the not to the degree of Caitlyn Clark passing it, but Ari, she's a scorer. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't passing and she was a bad scorer, it's like, okay, what are you doing? But yeah, I don't really mind Ari too much. Caitlyn, Kelsey, and AB, the team and the organization trying to win right now. Absolutely, absolutely. Only if Kelsey plays like this after the break, the first year, or like after the break, the first year. I mean, yeah, that we got to see them all on the floor too, though. You know. So I agree, though. You don't have to pay somebody a max contract just because they had one last year. Yes, I agree with that. And that's where it gets scary, Daniel, because of the way that Stephanie White and well, mostly Stephanie White, mainly Stephanie White was talking about Kelsey, talking about the priority, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm like, we might be handcuffed if they just keep throwing money out there and they don't try to actually bring in some defense. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I love Kelsey. I love her scoring. But listen, that defense is hurting us terribly. The Fever defense is not that great. Their offense, chef's kiss. Happy Friday. Hit the like button. Yes, guys, hit the like button as we move on. With a cap of 5.3 million, a Supermax will leave 4.1 for the rest of the roster. Explain it, Dwarf Clone. No matter what happens, the big three and Tres Leches all want to stay in. And keep in mind, you might actually be able to actually bring in a superstar if Kelsey Mitchell's like, we can literally have a super team because we have a cheat code. We have a 1 to 2 year window right now of a cheat code, roster construction wise, salary cap wise, cap space wise, where we can get away with having someone like Caitlyn who's worth a supermax, get away with having someone like Aaliyah who's worth a supermax, having both of them on rookie contracts, and then Kelsey Mitchell taking a pay cut. That's 3 top players that are worth supermax money that are sacrificing or just not eligible yet. And then you can bring in a superstar or maybe on a 1 year, 2 year deal and literally contend, get a championship in your first couple of years of your dynasty. Like that's, you got to look at the long run. You got to look at the picture, you do realize that the sponsors will pay the players more to play for Indiana than any other team. Exactly. So you can sacrifice cap space wise and still get paid big money off the court, I think she's great, but I also don't think she would take a pay cut. Kelsey Mitchell could agree to take $700K to enable them to re-sign Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall as a higher salary to keep them and also have more money. Yeah, even that, $700K, that's a lot of money. Like, for a couple of months, you was just getting paid $200. Like, 700, come on, that's 3 on your way to 4 times as like. Yeah, I think it works out. I don't think Kelsey Mitchell would take a pay cut. We'll see. I kind of disagree. I think Kelsey would take a pay cut. I would be disappointed if she doesn't, especially considering the way the team invested into her. But yeah, it is what it is, man. But anyways, let's move on, chat. We got Annie Costabao, hopefully I'm saying her name right, says when the WNBA and WNBPA finish at the bargaining table and basketball returns, the league should have its first $1 million player. But how will the league propose max salary, a super max at 20% and a standard max at 17.5%, impact the rest of the roster? And in this article, you're going to see an example. We should go find it. They actually brought in the Indiana Fever as an example. Hold on. Let's find it right here. All right, this is one example right here. In 2025, the Supermax accounted for roughly 16.5% of the salary cap, and 4-time WNBA MVP Aja Wilson made even less than that. Wilson was not the highest paid player in the league or even on her team last year. Jewel Lloyd was the Aces top earner at $249,032. So the thing is, right, Jewel Lloyd was coming off the bench, and she was making more money than Aja Wilson, who was an MVP. Like, let that actually sink in for a second. Like, I'm actually a fan of this new roster this new CBA because it's gonna break up the super teams like the Aces. And I had some people in my comments laughing like, bro, you think the Aces are a super team? Like, yes, they have so many Olympians. Don't they have like 5? They have 5 Olympians last time I checked, right? Or 4, something like that. Moral of the story is it is crazy, But then they brought an example of the Indiana Fever, Kelsey Mitchell, to be exact, as you see right here. For example, if the Fever paid Kelsey Mitchell the $1.13 million Supermax and spent a combined $1.8 million on Boston and Caitlyn Clark's mandated rookie scale salaries, that would leave the team with roughly $3.4 million. So not 4.8, Dwarf Clone. $3.4 million to spend on 9 more roster spots, including newly drafted players. This equates to $382,000 or 6.7% of the cap per player. And that's if Indiana has only one max player on his roster. This is almost $100,000 less than the proposed average salary. So basically, Kelsey Mitchell, the ball is in your court, my girl. The Indiana Fever front office, the ball is in your court. How are you gonna pitch this to Kelsey after, you know, damn near gaslighting her, damn near telling her this is her team, telling her she's the priority #1, this team is going to be built around her? After telling a player all these wonderful things, you hear Kelsey Mitchell talking to media saying a coach has never believed in me like this, that, and a third. It's clear Kelsey Mitchell feels at home. So after telling Kelsey Mitchell all of these things, which you've told Natasha Howard, you've told DeWanna Bonner, you know, the fantasies, how are you going to now try to reel her back in and bring her back to reality? Like, okay, Kelsey, the things we told you before, we might not be able to, you know, stand on our word. But if you are willing to take the sacrifice, we can contend. It might come off wrong to Kelsey, like, nah, you're playing with me now, you know. But we'll see, chat. We'll see. So Correlation posted another screenshot from Ramona Shelbourne, says, among the discussions I've heard lately, as we come closer to the league's deadline of March 10th, are players discussing from a strategic standpoint whether it's better to force the league to lock them out rather than strike and lose their benefits. So I wanted to talk about this as well when we're talking about the March 10th deadline, etc., etc. Everybody who wanted to know in the beginning what this term sheet even means right here that Underdog posted. The term sheet is basically like a rough draft of the deal, right? Obviously, it's not the final contract, etc., etc. It's basically like just the foundation. Let's get everything in order. Let's have a direction of where we want to go, so we can start talking to our sponsors, talking to the TV companies, etc., etc. And we're not just flying in blind with these players, expecting one team and one thing, and we're talking to these companies about another thing. So they're basically going to be talking about salary structure, revenue sharing, you know, free agency rules, the benefits, see how long the season is going to be, right? The travel, obviously. Travel, I don't really think that's going to be too much of a big deal because they're already flying private nowadays. Expansion as well. Oh my God, so much to talk about. Then we got to talk about why March 10th matters, right? Because we all know that you can't just sign the CBA on May, in May, and think like, oh, the season starts in 2 weeks. No. Got to do the draft. It's a whole bunch of things you got to do, right? You got to talk about the TV deals. You got to finalize the TV deals because you already talked about it. Now we're just waiting on numbers to finalize, at least somewhere in the ballpark, to let these TV companies know what days, what money, what exact numbers, etc., right? They can't even lock in arena dates. Yes, they got in schedules, etc., but you can't even lock in arena dates if you don't know you're going to have a season. You don't know if Sabrina Carpenter wants to come in on May 23rd to come play in the Barclays Center, or if the Fever and the Liberty, you know, like you don't know. You genuinely don't know. So that's another thing that they got to talk about. And then let's not even talk about the sponsors. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I just can't imagine. Imagine being a sponsor. Imagine being Kia, Chase, all these huge companies, and you're not trying to work with the WNBA right now because you're watching and you're like, we don't even know if there's going to be a season. Why are we going to throw all this money at you guys if we don't even know if there's going to be a season? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. The teams don't even know the salary cap rules. They're just it's a lot going on. So I understand why the WNBA said March 10th, you know. Do you guys think that this is a threat? Do you guys think this is a lockout threat? Let me hear that. Because I don't think it is. I think this is just the WNBA putting pressure on the players. Like, you know, they put in deadlines, attaching it to the scheduling. It's basically like big money issues is being negotiated, right? The players want a major salary jump, right? The TV rights is crazier than ever. And yeah, it's a bunch of things. But like I said, chat, this isn't time to panic. It's just pressure. This is literally just pressure, all right? The league is basically saying we need to know what type of financial system y'all got going on in 2026 before we even talk about laying the foundation down to build the season, right? The players are probably pushing for a bigger slice of the pie, like we talked about with the pizza slice of the pie a couple Fridays ago, because the league is hotter than it's ever been. The Caitlyn Clark boom is the sole reason for all of this controversy going on right now. Don't forget about the 2 expansion team drafts. Exactly. And then let's not even forget about the actual WNBA draft. Like, it's just so many things that they have to get done. And I understand why they put in a date on it. Like, ladies, if we don't get this done by March 10th, I don't know if we get a season, Mick pointed out something interesting. Mick said he had no idea that the person who said this nonsense and also got into Twitter beef with Matt Barnes over him talking about the WNBA was Angel Reese's agent. And if you see Angel Reese's agent posted about Caitlyn Clark, as you can see, a page posted, Caitlyn Clark misses a layup that hits Jackie Young in the face, her usual antics. The refs review it and keep it a foul on Jackie. Caitlyn Clark then pleads with the refs to give Jackie Young a flagrant one when clearly Caitlyn makes contact with Jackie's face first. So, Angel Reese's agent went out and said, fans of this aren't actually watching because ain't no way you like watching this kind of basketball. Demonstrative, obnoxious, privileged. This is the agent of Angel Reese, guys. The angel of Angel Reese is going out her way to say these kind of things. Like, you literally can't make this up. And yes, unfortunately, this is Sydney Colson's agent as well, which is something that has been controversy for a little while. But it is what it is, right? Let's move on. So we have Alexa Philippou talking about a slew of prominent WNBA player agents sent a letter Thursday to WNBPA executive director Terry Carmichael Jackson expressing, quote, our collective preference for transparency and coordinated communication with agents moving forward in collective bargaining agreement negotiations, according to a letter obtained by ESPN. The nearly dozen agents who signed the letter also asked for the ability to review the league's current proposal for a new CBA subject to signed non-disclosure agreements. As the 16-month negotiations for a new CBA persist without a clear resolution in sight, the WNBPA and WNBA met virtually Monday, which is news to us, with the league giving players and later its teams a target date of March 10th to get a term sheet completed to avoid the 2026 season schedule being impacted. And it's quoted, at this stage of negotiations, with time being of the essence, alignment and shared information will best serve the players and the union, the letter said. So less than 90 minutes before that letter was delivered, the union sent its own correspondence to agents, according to an email obtained by ESPN. In it, union staff offered to meet with players and agents as part of our continued commitment to transparency and education throughout this process and, quote, to discuss the ongoing negotiations and answer any questions that your client may have. So before we even, we're not going to read through all of this, but what we're understanding already is that they basically are getting involved now. The agents are coming in. Now, Kelsey already seen this coming and she knows all she got to do is stay put. And the rest will come via other deals and NIL contracts. Will be fine, y'all. Don't panic. Yeah, hopefully Kelsey understands that she could definitely get paid off the court as well. I mean, she knows that by now. She watched it with Sophie Cunningham, etc., etc. But moral of the story are, I don't know why the agents wasn't involved since the beginning. That should have been, like, is that not crazy to you guys? Like, these girls, yes, y'all might have degrees, etc., etc. You guys are not professionals in the business. Y'all don't know how to negotiate. Like, y'all not lawyers. How, like, I don't know why the agents haven't been involved, and I'm pretty sure agents will involve lawyers. Like, God, the more stuff comes out, I don't know. Maybe I'm not reading everything properly, but this is definitely giving me unprofessional vibes, chat. I don't know about y'all, but this is definitely giving me unprofessional vibes. But anyway, chat, let's go through Fever Fridays. We have Caitlyn Clark, long awaited, man. C22. Prada themselves says, Prada ambassador Caitlyn Clark attends the Prada Fall/Winter 2026 women's wear fashion show in Milan at the Fondazione Prada's Deposito. So let's watch this video together, man. Shout out to C22, always killing it on and off the floor. Asian or agents? No, agent. Agent. You know, the ones who negotiate, agents. Not Asians like in Asia. No, agents. Ain't no lockout unless this is fantasy basketball. Y'all really don't think it's gonna be a lockout? I don't know. I'm in between, man. I'm on the fence with it because it's like sometimes I'm like, these girls is not that slow to do that. But then I see the things they say and do. Sometimes I'm like, damn, these girls might really be that slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of them that is actually smart and intellectual, but then it's a lot of them that, like, Natasha, what is you talking about? What is you talking about? What is you talking about? Like, it's like, yeah. Let's listen to this. C22, dripping in Prada. It's fire. Hi Venom, are you planning to live stream any of the upcoming Team USA games? Thanks, John. Now that you mention it, I haven't given it much thought, but I think I will. I think I will be live streaming the Team USA games, especially if Caitlyn Clark is playing. I think I'll live stream any game Caitlyn Clark is playing. Appreciate you for the 20s. Thank you so much, Primus. Do you realize how many millions of dollars are left on the table because they beat her up for 2 years and she was injured? Thank you so much, Daniel. Oh my gosh. Little do they know. I was thinking about this like 2 days ago. I was like, if this is how they're acting with Caitlyn Clark out for half the year, imagine how they would have been acting if Caitlyn Clark actually played the whole 2025 season. Oh my gosh, the ratings would have been through the roof. These girls would have been demanding 20 million minimum. Minimum. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine, man. It genuinely is insane, though, chat. I'm not gonna lie. So we have Charlie D'Amelio's reaction, or D'Amelio, I don't know how to say her name. Reaction to sitting next to Caitlyn Clark, and it's so real. Let's read this. I mean, let's watch this.
Sitting next to, oh my gosh, Caitlyn Clark, Maud Attal.
So she realized she's sitting next to Caitlyn Clark. Oh my gosh!
Sitting next to, oh my gosh, Caitlyn Clark, Maud Attal. I feel great. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I'm kind of nervous. I'm so excited to see this show. Every single collection, we come to the same space, but it's decorated completely differently every time. It is beautiful in here. Life's good, life's great. Mwah. So come here often, or like, I've never been here this early. I don't know what to do with myself. Maybe we just sit. Well, how are you?
Look at Caitlyn. Just comes in greeting her. How are you?
Maybe we just sit. Well, how are you?
Hey, can someone explain to me why do celebrities be going to these events? Like, can somebody explain? Like, is it like connections? Is it just like for fun? Like, I don't know. I'm out of touch with that. Why do people go to all these fancy events, fashion, just to watch people walk? You know, like, let me know. Why do people do that? The concept of Caitlyn C and Bella Hadid walked the Prada show at Milan Fashion Week. Why it looks like they're all secretly recording, like they're not allowed to record or something. Like they all just like, this is how they all like this. Exposure. I was thinking about that specific to CC. It is a great way to grow her global brand. I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think Caitlyn is so big that she don't even need to be at some of these events. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, connection-wise, like to network, yes. Okay, I understand that. But if we talk about like fans, etc., Caitlyn probably the biggest in the room. Hey. I mean, I don't know who's in this room, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's not a lot of people in the world who's more popular than Caitlyn Clark in 2026. It's not, you know. Caitlyn is officially sponsored by Prada. Yes, she is officially sponsored by Prada. She is a Prada princess now. Refer to her as double C or double P, okay? Whatever, you know, suits you best. Huge day to be Caitlyn Clark style. W Claire, man. Yeah, make sure y'all go follow Claire. She keeps up with all Caitlyn Clark styles, etc. Finds what she's wearing, the exact price tag. She's a sicko with it. I don't know how she does it. It's insane. Anyways, we have Yahoo Sports says Caitlyn Clark and Eileen Gu linked up at Prada's fashion show in Milan. Now, you guys know I'm uncultured as hell. Who is Eileen Gu and what does she do? Somebody please let me know. She like an actor? Who's Eileen Gu? Somebody let me know, please. She is certainly popular, but this just seems like a solid move. Yeah, it doesn't hurt going to these events for sure. You know, CC isn't as popular as you think. CC isn't as popular as you think. LeBron James literally is glazing Caitlyn Clark as much as any chance he gets. Victor Wembanyama, Caitlyn Clark is her favorite player. Luka Doncic's favorite player, women's player is Caitlyn. Like, Caitlyn Clark is not as big as you think. Stephen Curry literally broke up with Under Armour because they couldn't get Caitlyn Clark. But Caitlyn Clark is not as big as I think. Like, we're talking about literally the person who's brung the... Oh, man. Hell no. Caitlyn Clark is definitely more popular than I think. I think I'm actually underestimating Caitlyn Clark's popularity. You know what I'm saying? She can't go anywhere in this world without being recognized, man. Genuinely, you know. I know you probably didn't mean nothing by that, but you probably definitely underestimated Caitlyn Clark's impact, though, you know. The truth stand with the 5. Thank you so much. Says, I fear what these women are going to do to CC after they get their money. I am afraid for her safety. I don't trust these women at all. I mean, nobody trusted them since the get-go. That's just the truth. You just have to live with it. Well, one thing we have to accept is I think they're starting to clean house a little bit. You know, I'm starting to see Cheryl Swoops got cut off her podcast. Diamond DeShields got kicked out the league. Kennedy Carter is unemployed. Everybody who seems to actually be attacking Caitlyn Clark, they're either coming clean or they're getting kicked out of their workspace. Look at Marina Mabry coming clean. I don't know. Did we cover that clip, chat? Or do I have to pull it back up with Marina Mabry admitting that she was frustrated when Caitlyn Clark punked her? Did we go over that last week, chat? Let me know, because I'll bring it back up if we didn't. So, you know, even the Indiana Fever, if you're not supporting Caitlyn Clark's play style, allegedly that meeting that happened where Stephanie White got sat down and said, you either going to play Caitlyn Clark's way or you're going to have to get shown the door. So we're gonna see how that plays out. I can't wait to see the look on Stephanie White's face when she got to run plays for Caitlyn Clark and put the ball in her hands. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. It should be noted she remains classy. I've never seen her look trashy, sell herself out to act a fool. Exactly. That's one thing I love about Caitlyn Clark is her morals. She doesn't look like she sells that. It's only one thing that I really I wish Caitlyn Clark saw, but that's only my personal thing. You know what I'm saying? It's my personal thing, you know what I'm saying? And it got to do with LeBron, but that's just me. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Caitlyn Clark knows certain things, but that's not my control. That's her favorite player. I'm not here to be like, you know what I'm saying, nitpick. We all gonna have something we disagree with somebody. Nobody's perfect in nobody's eyes, you know what I'm saying? I think CC isn't taking advantage of her popularity by going on an international tour to build an international fan base. Caitlyn is. I don't know if you realize she's talked about, I think it was China, where she talked about how they cut open the shoes, etc., etc. I can't wait. I just know, like, when Nike drops her international stuff, it's going to be insane, chat. It's going to be insane. By the way, I'm trying to, bro, what are you talking about? My family lives in Mexico, and they love CC. Exactly. And I love her. I have never watched WNBA until she played. Listen, let him say it. You know, I'm telling you, CC is definitely bigger than we probably think she is, you know. She's waiting for her shoe to come out next summer. She'll be doing that. Yeah, I think Caitlyn Clark shoes, I don't know if I told y'all, I think it's coming out July 3rd or July 4th. So make sure y'all clip this and, you know, comment W Venom for predicting it, because we saw it was by the holidays. And if I remember correctly, it's either the end of the year or around the summer. So, yeah. Buying shoes is useless now. Everything's sold out before you can even see the buy link. I mean, yeah, when your name is Caitlyn Clark. Yeah. When your name is Caitlyn Clark, it's kind of useless to drop anything unless you're dropping it in bulk, you know? But anyways, let's move on. 16 more days till Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah plays basketball. It has been 5 days since this tweet, so we can officially say 11 more days until Aaliyah Bolton and Caitlyn Clark plays basketball. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see Caitlyn and Aaliyah hoops. Imagine just like, at least, hopefully we get a season. But at least that will fill our cup temporarily, right, chat? Like, just temporarily, Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston hoops. Moving on. Caitlyn is front row at Prada for Milan Fashion Week, sitting with Eileen Gu. You're going to show the USA games? I think I will. We'll cover it, though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Look at CZ. Just confidently sitting down, you know, just vibing out. Caitlyn's story for USA Hockey. No miracles needed. Shout out to the USA Hockey team. You know, Caitlyn Clark was out there sporting the merch. And if I remember correctly, this actually sold out when Caitlyn wore this, which is insane. I think this sold out when Caitlyn put it on. Like, she's just a walking sellout, man. It is crazy. Not Kelsey Plum throwing elbows. Yeah, this is something we got to talk about. It's something we actually have to address. This kind of actually pissed me off a little bit. So, Kelsey Plum took, I don't know if you guys, oh yeah, the Hive. Oh my God, we got a lot of things to go over, chat. We have a lot of things to go over. Let me actually cover that one first. Let's address the Hive VC one. Where's the Hive VC screenshot? Okay, here we go, chat. Let's actually cover this first, then we'll move on. Because if you guys, I don't know if you guys saw this, but if you guys didn't, we'll cover it anyways. So, Aaliyah Boston, as you guys know, plays for Unrivaled. So, Unrivaled's official admin account went ahead on Threads and did something very unprofessional, posting, "Y'all, someone tell Aaliyah Boston to get these elbows out of here." So obviously, as you see, correlation says they mad she's cooking everyone. This is actually crazy. They posted it on their story as well. Someone tell AB to get those elbows out of here. And Kelsey Plum took a perfect opportunity to take more jabs at Aaliyah Boston. When they asked to impersonate each other, this is what Kelsey Plum went ahead and did. Just throwing elbows.
You're gonna literally, you're the reason, honestly, you're going into the reason as to why they're gonna call me elbows. And I can't elbow anyone this season, thank you. I'm not elbowing anyone, thank you.
Yeah, and Aaliyah Boston, talk your ish, girl. Talk your ish. Stop letting them play with you. They playing in your face. I remember Asia last. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm gonna keep it real. Asia Wilson snapped at Aaliyah last year. Aaliyah was quiet ever since that day when I called her out on X. I said, listen, Aaliyah Boston is not that girl. We need somebody who's an enforcer. She's too soft. Ever since that day, Aaliyah Boston has been on monster mode all my life. Hey, chat, y'all remember in the season, Aaliyah Boston has been taking crap from everybody. But ever since that day, when I tweeted that, there hasn't been one girl who punked Aaliyah Boston on the court. So I'm gonna let y'all do the math on that. That's actually crazy. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Aaliyah Boston, we don't need you allowing this right here. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna call me elbows.
She's trying, like you can see Aaliyah Boston slowly getting heated as it goes on. Kelsey Plum is ignoring Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah's still approaching her.
And I can't elbow.
Kelsey Plum is walking out away from her. Aaliyah Boston now has to turn away because she realizes Kelsey Plum is ignoring her. Like, Kelsey just needed this opportunity to just like, oh, this, I'm gonna just call Aaliyah Boston dirty. No, Aaliyah, let her know, like, girl, stop playing with me. I ain't throwing no elbows. I'm just frying y'all. Talk your ish. Let them know y'all can't guard me, so y'all gonna say elbows. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to, you know when they say it's a truth in every joke? This is one of those situations right here with Kelsey Plum. She's trying to joke her way into telling the truth about how she really feels about Aaliyah Boston's game, but Aaliyah Boston hasn't been, who is injured off of Aaliyah Boston elbow? Who? Because, like, is Aaliyah Boston ever doing it? I know this might be satire, but come on. What are we talking?
You're the reason.
And you see Aaliyah Boston even calm as hell. Like, at first, Aaliyah tried to laugh it off. Look. Try to laugh it off.
You're the reason. Honestly, you're going into the reason as to why they're gonna call me elbows. And I can't elbow anyone this season, thank you.
I haven't elbowed anyone this season, thank you. Now Aaliyah's letting the camera hear. Look how many times she says it.
I'm not elbowing anyone, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's corny to me. I'm not gonna lie. Kelsey Plum lost points for that because it's like, Aaliyah's not a dirty player. You want her to be dirty? Go ahead. Just tell her turn her Alyssa Thomas mode on. They're gonna joke around with Aaliyah Boston, but Kelsey, will Kelsey Plum ever dare do that with Alyssa Thomas? That's my thing, chat. Like, if you're gonna make those jokes, make it with everybody. Cause stop trying to make the jokes with the players who's actually playing hard and playing real physical basketball without being dirty, versus Alyssa Thomas, who's actually throwing elbows and shoulders out there, but you too damn scared to call out Alyssa Thomas. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna call out Kennedy Carter. You're not gonna call out none of the players. Nobody called out Diamond DeShields. Nobody calls out none of the. You know, it is what it is. When you attack the Fever, it's cool. CC Glaze and Carver. Did we cover this? I don't think we covered this. Let's see.
Caitlyn Clark. Leading the team to 3 Big Ten titles and back-to-back national championship games. She captivated fans across the country with her unmatched range, playmaking, and of course, her passion for the game. Since being selected #1 overall by the Indiana Fever in the 2024 WNBA Draft, Caitlyn has continued making history. She earned WNBA Rookie of the Year honors, became the league's assist leader in 2024, and made back-to-back WNBA All-Star appearances, just to name a few, and she's only getting started. We are so proud to call her a Hawkeye. And that's all for number 22, Caitlyn Clark.
It's so crazy that she actually has a decal on the court. Like, you can see it right there. She actually has a mark, a literal mark on the floor. Like, that's insane to think about. Like, like, chat, this is genuinely insane to think about, man. The face Caitlyn makes. Let's listen to this real quick. This was actually a funny clip right here.
Say something?
Yeah, sorry.
Caitlyn don't play with nobody, not even Kate Martin. She don't like nobody. Caitlyn wears her heart on her sleeve for the most part, right? She might not say nothing crazy, but if you look at her face, like the Peyton Pritchard clip, you will see Caitlyn does not play.
Off.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say that I was really worried to be your partner at first because I thought you weren't going to contribute at all, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Totally
She's
fair.
too competitive not to.
Yeah, and
that's
we
true.
were in sync. We
We were.
left, right.
That's off.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sorry.
Look at Caitlyn Clark's face as soon as Kate Martin said this.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say that I was really worried to be your partner at first because I thought you weren't going to contribute at all, and I was pleasantly
Contribute at all. Oh no, I'm not gonna contribute. I'm only just gonna lead the National College Association, both men's and women's, you know, in points and assists. Yeah, nothing too crazy. You know, I'm just gonna be the #1 college player of all time, and you just have the luck of being my teammate and just catching open looks every single time you touch the ball. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, I won't contribute much past that, you know. Yeah, I won't contribute nothing much past that. Anyways, moving on. Let's move on. What else we got? Oh, that trip was funny. I don't even remember. I don't even know what trip was it. Somebody let me know.
We're gonna show you how to pack your own belongings. Because you go in pairs of 2. Each pair shares this small and the big barrel.
Okay.
Small barrel on a camera.
Was this a Hawkeyes trip or something?
The big barrel.
Okay.
Small barrel on a camera.
Sorry. Whoops, bumper boats.
Bumper boats. Exactly. Why didn't Plum say anything about Age's illegal moving screen? It's crazy.
Somebody save us.
Oh, Kate was talking about a time they were in a canoe together. Oh, okay. So Caitlyn is just that competitive.
Police to come get Jada and Gabby. I don't know what. Look, now where they going? To the island. To the island. Turn left. I'm turning. I know. I'm telling the boat to turn left.
Hannah Stokey, man. And I hope the Fever could get Hannah Stokey. And they just got Caitlyn and Kate on the boat together. Oh, okay. I see why she said that. They knew Cece at the last Summer Olympics. I would love to see Caitlyn and Kate playing on the same team. I think the fact they played 4 years together means instant unstoppable. Oh, my gosh. That's where it kind of gets confusing for me right there because it don't always work the way you think it'll work. I think the basketball guys, you let them do what they do. I don't know if Kate Martin has the best fit for the Fever with Caitlyn Clark than she did with Iowa. In Iowa, she would have thrived with Caitlyn Clark. With the Fever roster construction right now, I don't think Kate Martin would be a fit right now with that team. You know, I think they need because you got to think about it like Caitlyn is not the same player she is on the Hawkeyes that she is with the Fever, right? So she built the chemistry with the Fever players way different than she built chemistry with the Hawkeye players. The system, because Kate Martin is going to come to the Fever expecting the system to be Caitlyn Clark, like Lisa Bluder did, which she was a genius for, but then she might not be used to having to deal with other players having the ball, and she's not getting it. You know, like, it's a whole different system, so I don't know yet. I don't know. Did you see her pick up that girl and throw her like 2 games ago? No, I didn't. That's crazy. So someone asked Azare Stevens on TikTok, or this is Instagram. Oh, no, I think this is TikTok. Whatever this is, right? Says, so what do we think of Indy? Azare Stevens says, nice little city, low key. With one Google search, you can see that Azare Stevens is not currently a free agent. She signed a 1-year contract extension with the Los Angeles Sparks in August 2024, keeping her with the team through the 2025 season. She's scheduled to become an unrestricted free agent in 2026. So is she a free agent or is she not a free agent? Because I could have sworn Azare was a free agent. But yeah, she says it's a nice little city, low key. So I think Azare Stevens is going to be a Fever. If she is a Fever, oh my God, do you guys know what that means? We literally have the stretch 4 we need. We literally have the stretch 4 we need. That would maximize our championship. Oh my gosh. Like, chat, I'm feeling it, man. The chip is, bro. I could taste the chip. You know, I am faster right now, but I could still taste the chip, man. Maybe that's why I could taste the chip. Moving on, thinking of this picture, I missed them so much. Caitlyn and Aaliyah on the boat together. W, man. They ain't never going to break up our duo, man. ABCC forever. ABCC forever. Boston has been stretching the floor. Yeah, man. Oh my God. Don't hype me up, man. Don't hype me up, chat. I can't wait. I cannot wait for the season to start, man. I can't wait. Damn, Kate fell down the stairs. Yeah, Kate had a little uh-oh moment right here in Unrivaled. I think this was Unrivaled. Fell down the stairs. Oof. On her way down and just... Oof. Oh my God. Hopefully Kate Martin is okay. Aaliyah Boston on a Fever reunion in Miami. Let's hear this. Their average 9 to 5. I think 9 to 5, you have to make a certain amount of money to call it a 9 to 5. What y'all think, chat? What y'all think? I think to be classified under a 9 to 5 worker means you are handcuffed to the system, right? You can't just take days off whenever you feel like it. You're not running. Like a 9 to 5 means you literally are accustomed to the 9 to 5 lifestyle. You have to go to work 9 to 5 p.m. You know? Yeah, like you got a regular job. You can't say, oh, like for example, let's say I was a streamer, right? And I was making millions. But I had to stream for 9 to 5 p.m. That doesn't make me a 9 to 5 worker. You know what I'm saying? Because I could probably be making more than a 9 to 5 work. You know what I'm saying? You have to punch a clock. Exactly, basically. Like you got, yeah. Anyways.
Get out there.
Owning a nail salon.
See?
Let White go take care of her personal business. All right, chat. Y'all know I'm hard on Stephanie White. We have to let this go. We have to let it go. We have to. For the sake of just let her get her own self out the way. We know the meeting allegedly happened, right? So it's nothing she can do anymore. Like, I actually want to drink her tears. I'm not going to lie. I want Stephanie White. I want to drink her tears and watch her suffer as Caitlyn Clark is thriving, right? Because we saw Caitlyn Clark thriving and she suffered. Her arms folded like she had an attitude, right? We saw that already. So I need that satisfaction. I need my get back from last year. You know what I'm saying? I need it. Trying to cripple her, now you got to watch it. It's like you don't want to get off that easy. You don't want to just fire her. Nah. No. You don't want to just fire her. I want to see her. I want to see her face when Caitlyn Clark is on a heater, winning games for the Fever, and she got to go in the post-game press conference and talk good about Caitlyn Clark. Not say slick things like, yeah, Caitlyn carried us in the first half, and we did well in the second half, you know, outside of the last 3 or 4 minutes, like nitpicking Caitlyn Clark's game, you know, not saying, oh, Caitlyn Clark's injury was a blessing in disguise, not saying none of these crazy things that she's been saying. Nah, I'm tired of it. I need to say, I need it. It's me. I selfishly want it.
But it looked really cool. You had a team dinner with...
Did the meeting actually happen? No, I think it's fake news. Hey, the Caitlyn play, but let's just say, let's just say, I'm not saying yes, the meeting happened, but let's just say, read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? Certain things can't be said, but let's just say certain things, yeah.
There you go.
WNBA players are elite ball handlers. You know what I'm saying? For a CC fan, you sure do seem not to be. Oof. Damn, that was probably the biggest insult I've gotten in a long time. I'm not a CC fan no more. Enlighten me, Charles. I want to hear this. Oh, okay. Not you, man. All right, okay. I was about to say, damn. Well, damn.
5, 6, 7.
Why are you scared to confirm it?
2.
Because I wasn't at the meeting. Like I can't confirm something that I wasn't at. You know what I'm saying? You do understand I have a platform, right? I can't just be out here saying anything. Venom, I was talking to someone else. Never you made. All right, I appreciate you, Charles. 250K and under. What you mean by 250K and under, Jerry? I'm over here thinking about Supermax from last year now. What you mean by 250K and under? Allegedly, yeah. Let's just say allegedly. Like I remember all these last couple Friday or these past months. All the evidence that I was putting forth in front of y'all, I still was making sure to say allegedly because you just never know. But I'm going to show y'all exactly what I did and what the research that I made. And I'm going to let y'all formulate your own opinions on it and show y'all how I came to my conclusion, you know? I did make it clear that I will be super honest this year. I won't be oblivious to the obvious. Like last year, I was just worrying about basketball, trying to drown out the outside noise. That will not be the case this year. And I understand that with that comes a lot of people unsubscribing, a lot of people not wanting to hear that, because some people just come for positivity only. And I understand that. But I understand as well that doing this right here, it comes with having to be as authentic and as blunt as possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is, though. Then it didn't happen. I'll believe it when I see it on the court. Absolutely. We both are. We're both waiting to see it play out on the floor. And if it doesn't happen and Stephanie White gets fired, then we all know that the meeting did happen. So either way, it's going to be like the meeting happened. I mean, the only way we'll know if it doesn't happen is if Stephanie White comes out doing the same exact thing, taking the ball out Caitlyn Clark's hand, Caitlyn Clark struggling, making Caitlyn Clark pick up full court defense again, getting Caitlyn Clark injured again, and she still keeps her job. That's how I'll know the meeting never happened. But it's two things that is going to happen, chat. It's either Caitlyn Clark will play her brand of basketball and Stephanie White will be forced to talk good about her, or Caitlyn Clark will be sabotaged by her coach and Stephanie White gets fired. Or the third, which is the latter that we just talked about, she keeps her job and we'll know Indiana ain't the place for Caitlyn Clark. And I hope that's not the case, you know. But anyways, this is the Marina Mabrey clip. I don't know if we talked about this yet, chat, but I want to address it. Let's talk about this. Marina Mabrey admitting that she attacked Caitlyn Clark because she felt Caitlyn Clark was punking her, when in reality, Caitlyn Clark was just actually giving them the CC22 belt.
Balance. Like, what do you think is perfect, like a perfect
Like,
balance
I think,
for it?
like, I'm 100% like aware. I know when I went too far with things, like, and it's like shameful. It's like, really, Marina, like that was ridiculous. So like, for example, the Caitlyn thing, like when the play was over and everyone was like, that was obvious that my emotions of us losing and losing and losing, and then she's like low-key punking our team on top of it. Like that was too far. Like that was too much.
Low-key punking Marina. She just literally whooped y'all out. She literally just beat y'all behind. Like, she's not talking crazy to y'all. She's literally just bowling out against y'all, dominating y'all, demoralizing y'all. And you're saying you're being punked? Like that's you projecting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's you projecting. Because when Caitlyn Clark punked the Brazil team, they were asking for her autograph after the game. They were hugging her. They were fanning out, trying to take pictures of her. Taking pictures with her. So what's punking for one person is just accountability and embracement for another person. Anyways,
but then when you go to Unrivaled this season, and like the little scuffle between me and Suge, like that was perfect because it was just enough that it like fueled me and the team. But then on the flip side, like when we were in Indiana and it was everyone's booing us, like it feels like shit. We end up losing by like 25, and it's like, Marina, that's your fault, buddy. Like you can't do that.
I mean, honestly, I do commend Marina Mabrey for coming out and taking accountability for one, not only because accountability is something that is lacked a lot in this society, but the fact that Marina Mabrey is taking accountability on something that majority of players are too afraid to admit, and they just would rather sweep it under the rug. Shout out to Marina Mabrey for coming up front and giving CC fans like some type of closure as to letting people know, like, yes, some of these girls are actually jealous. These podcast heads and all these media people and these fans who aren't on podcasts but just voicing their opinions are not delusional. They see that there is jealousy involved with these players. And Caitlyn Clark, they are jealous when it comes to Caitlyn Clark. Anyways, Correlation says WNBA Super Team era is done and we got these two locked in. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Indiana Fever time stands up, which is why this episode is named the Caitlyn Clark era. This is Caitlyn Clark's era now. It's Caitlyn Clark time now. You know what I'm saying? It's no more 20 Olympians on one team. It's no more none of that. It's straight talent. Who got the best players matched against your best players? Let's do it. Let's do it. Who got a better duo than Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston? Come to the front of the class. Show me some. Yeah, let's do it, man. It's Fever time. Everybody, Fever fans, stand up, man. It's CC22 time. What you gonna do with Sophie coming out that cut with that foul? Bow! What you gonna do when Aaliyah backing you down? Bow! What you gonna do when CC steps back from the logo? Foul! What you gonna do when Lexi Holt comes in and brings you to Whole Island?
Welcome to Whole Island.
What you gonna do when they come for you? You don't want to deal with the Kraken monster, Michaela Timpson. Like, I could really get the pop in my ish about the Indiana Fever, but I'm just waiting for the CBA to get signed. I'm really just waiting for the CBA to get signed because I could really pop it right now, you know? I think we covered it already with Caitlyn Clark's Gatorade being sold out. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot we gotta go over this. Brace yourself, chat. Brace yourself. Oh no. It wasn't this. Where was it? Oh yeah, here we go. Guys, you know exactly. Oh my gosh, chat. I'm pretty sure you guys saw this. Here we go. Brace yourself, chat. More drama. This is what I told you. We ain't passing up on nothing anymore. We gotta address everything. So Kelsey Mitchell chose to speak, and I just wish Kelsey Mitchell just stay away from microphones. Like, just do what you're doing already, Kelsey. You know some of these people gonna twist your words. You know some things might actually be true. It's already too much speculation going on with you, from your sister to the way you play on the court, to the way you talk about Stephanie White, but knowing Stephanie White tried to destroy Caitlyn Clark. So it's a lot of questions when it comes to Kelsey Mitchell. Never about her talent, though, right? I'll make that clear. Kelsey Mitchell is a baller, a superstar. Nobody will ever discredit her game when it comes around me without me saying something, right? But let's listen to this Kelsey Mitchell soundbite where she's criticizing players who celebrate after making three-point shots, specifically young players. Let's listen to this.
Trying to, like, I don't know if you're trying to compete or, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I can't do too much of that because you lose sight of what's important. And so I hate it about the young people today. Like, you losing sight of what's important. Like, you celebrated that three and they already did scored while you playing. So it's just it's a balance.
So she's basically saying, like, one more time. She's saying you celebrating and they already don't score. Listen to this one more time.
You celebrated that three and they already did scored while you playing. So it's just it's a balance.
She did make sure to say it's a balance, right? And at first, I'm gonna let you I'm not even going to sit up here and be like, oh, this is what I said. No, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I said, so you guys know that I'm not not somebody who just like starts crazy drama. Saying, let me show you what I said. I actually took a little criticism for this as well, but I said one thing we not gonna do is take Kelsey Mitchell's words and twist it. She's way too smart and to openly say something like this about CC. Let's use our brains. I said Kelsey has two questionable situations involving her for sure, but this isn't one of them, and y'all know I'd say it if it was true. I said this clip is nothing to me but just that, a clip, most likely taken out of context too. And it wasn't until I saw this clip stumble across my timeline where you see Caitlyn Clark talk about how she enjoys celebrating and how it makes her who she is. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe Kelsey stumbled across this clip and addressed it. Let's watch this Caitlyn Clark clip where she contradicts everything Kelsey Mitchell was saying.
You watch the men's game.
She said, when you watch the men's game, let's run it back one more time.
You watch the men's game, that's how it is. Why can't women play with that same emotion, that same passion? And, that's what people want to watch. They don't want to watch people running around with stoic faces, not having a good time, not competing, not celebrating. That's what makes it fun. And as a competitor, like if I didn't play with that type of mentality, I wouldn't be the player that I am. That's just who I am, and I would never want to lose that. So, I think it's really good.
And honestly, I wouldn't be as much as a fan of Caitlyn Clark if she was just so boring on the court, etc., etc. I'm here for that fire. I'm here for that flame. I love players who hype the crowd up, the aerial powers. When we talk about the NBA, you got players like Keldon Johnson. Like, I just love players who get the crowd involved. Caitlyn Clark literally is probably one of maybe 2 to 3 NBA and superstars in the world who gets the crowd involved in their gameplay. Stephen Curry does it a lot. Luka Doncic does it here and there. Caitlyn Clark always does it, and this is why I love her. It's nothing like Caitlyn making a big play, and you're already feeling the rush, the adrenaline of the moment, and Caitlyn Clark turns to the crowd, hypes them up. She's yelling into the crowd. I'm at home getting fired up, and I know all of y'all are as well. Caitlyn Clark screaming at the crowd, telling them, I'm standing up on my feet at home when Caitlyn Clark is in that zone. So, yes, I want Caitlyn Clark to celebrate as well. But I did make sure to add that I still agree that Caitlyn Clark should get back. Like, look right here, right? I said, let me see. Oh, yeah, like right here. I said, because someone commented and said, that's why you never really see her celebrate when she hits a three or in any scoring scenario. She just plays the game and she plays it in the right way, in my opinion. But you got this page fan account saying some dumb ass shit, right? I said I would say believe half of the message. Kelsey is definitely not a saint. She's not a saint, right? Kelsey's not perfect. She's had a bunch of questionable things. I love Kelsey, but she's not perfect, right? But anyways, I said unless you've been living under a rock, you would think she's perfect. But this clip tells me nothing negative. Actually, Kelsey is being real. You should only celebrate on dead balls and timeouts unless your celly is, I don't know why it says you are, unless your celly is on your way to defense. So honestly speaking, I love when the celebration is loud, yes. But Caitlyn mostly celebrates on dead balls. Caitlyn mostly celebrates on her way to the defense. Caitlyn mostly celebrates during timeouts. You're never going to see Caitlyn celebrate while the defense is running on the way back. And if she does, you can literally go watch Caitlyn's biggest shots. She hits big threes, and then in the middle of celebration, she panics because she's like, oh, I thought they called the timeout. So, yes, she is very aware of how to be in the moment instead of just, falling victim to just a crowd moment, et cetera, et cetera. So, there's that. Anyways, let's move on. See if we covered everything. This is the Brooklyn Nets owner / the Liberty owner, and he explains everything. This is Joe Tsai. I'm not the biggest fan of this guy because of how he handles situations with the Brooklyn Nets big three with Kyrie Irving, et cetera, et cetera. But let's hear what he has to say.
And there's just been a lot of controversy and attention that the WNBA is getting. What has it done right? What has it done wrong? Has the league been doing enough to protect her as a star in the face of the league? It's been almost a microcosm for just a social discussion. Do you want to just talk about that as what you see?
So he's basically asking Joe Tsai, how does he feel about Caitlyn Clark and her treatment around the league, et cetera, et cetera. And you're going to hear Joe Tsai voice how his business boomed the second Caitlyn Clark went to the league. It's kind of similar to what Satu Sabali said about the Caitlyn Clark effect when players were showing up to the preseason practice games selling out when that would never happen before. Let's listen to this.
Caitlyn Clark definitely had an effect on the WNBA. All the metrics went up. So this was last season, right, when she first came into the league from college. And we've seen all of our metrics from viewership, ticket sales, sponsorship, everything went up almost 4x. 4x. Right.
I mean, that's...
And it's no coincidence that the players are going to be paid 4x. It's no coincidence that the players are going to be paid 4 times the amount they was just getting paid last year. The Caitlyn Clark boom, ladies and gentlemen. This is not me standing out. This is not me being just a super fan. This is me calling a spade a spade. Caitlyn Clark is the sole reason, not a part of the reason, the sole reason why this league is where it is today. I will not let any woman in this league take credit for what Caitlyn Clark has brought into this league. My life was nothing like it is today before I ran into Caitlyn Clark on the internet. Nothing close to it. Nothing close to it. I don't even do videos the same. I don't even talk about basketball the same way. I don't even look at the game the same way because of Caitlyn Clark. I learned more by watching her play. So yes, Caitlyn Clark literally changed my life. And listen, man, it is what it is.
It's incredible.
And she's not just changing my life. She's changing billionaire owners' lives. She's literally...
It's incredible. So the economic impact that she's made to the league is extraordinary. Undeniable.
And then there's just been a lot.
Undeniable. Can we get that on a soundbite, please? Can we get that on a soundbite, please? Yeah, that's gonna be everything. I think. Well, nope, it's not everything. We got some more stuff to go over. I think. Let's see. Did we cover this? Someone said, Caitlyn Clark fans, do you think Caitlyn Clark should opt out since she is the biggest driver of revenue and teams of merch, assuming and in my opinion does not get the respect she deserves from other players or the league? Should she pull a Barry Bonds or Michael Jordan? And I think the reason why she said that, we're gonna get to this, brother, later. I think the reason that this post is made is because Caitlyn Clark is responsible for the huge surge in cards, and she's not getting no money for it. I think Caitlyn Clark should pull her license, or at least, is there a way to get paid for every, off commission? Every time a purchase or sale is made, Caitlyn Clark gets a percentage of that? Because if not, I will tell her to pull her licensing rights for sure in that industry. But we know Caitlyn is selfless. She probably won't ever do that anyways. Let's listen to this as well. You got this brother. When we were just talking about the Aaliyah Boston, the Hive, discourse, etc., etc., you got this brother. His name is Grant Young. I think he writes for Sports Illustrated. I could be wrong, but I think he's a Sports Illustrated writer. He says this discourse about Aaliyah Boston didn't need to escalate as much as it did. Now, brother, I don't understand why people continuously tell Fever fans, shut up and play basketball. Let people talk, play basketball. Stop overreacting. Stop calling things out. Why are we the victims constantly? Why? Why do we have to be the bigger person every time? Why are we the racist ones, but nobody else is racist? Why are we the only toxic fan base, but nobody else is toxic? Why do we have all the dirty players, but nobody else have the dirty players? But yet, why are we the biggest team in the world? I can't make this up, chat. Let's watch this together.
The Hive BC post about Aaliyah Boston didn't need to become what it became. Hive BC's social media admin made a joking post about Aaliyah Boston throwing elbows. It got a ton of fan pushback and they deleted it. Yes, they probably shouldn't have posted it, and I've gone on the record saying that I don't think Aaliyah Boston is a dirty player. But this wasn't a serious accusation. It was a throwaway post by some admin who's probably a contract worker for Hive BC or Unrivaled and doesn't get paid enough.
I'm gonna be honest, brother. It sounds like you're being held at gunpoint. It looks like you've been getting beat up too. I don't know what's going on with your eyes. It looks like somebody has really been attacking you. I'm sorry. I apologize. You know,
they were just trying to be funny. The joke didn't land, but fans don't need to rush to defend players over every minor social media slide. Aaliyah Boston is fine. She's a grown woman, probably didn't see the post, and if she did, didn't think anything of it. She doesn't need internet bodyguards. Again, they probably shouldn't have posted it, but sports have always included jokes, criticism, and a little bit of edge. Not every online jab needs to become a fan-based battle.
Like, bro, put the script away, twin. Just put the script away. You don't need to do this. And this is basically what he said. I'm gonna tell you right now, Indiana Fever fans, you don't need to be serious. Just let everybody say what they say about you. It is what it is. Take it how it is, and stop being so over dramatic. Okay. And they doing a little attitude, a little what the girls be do. Like, come on, brother. Like, why do we have to? Like, why, bro? Every time, from the monkey noises, we was just on top of the world. Caitlyn triple-double, monkey noises come out, the league launches an investigation. Come out empty-handed. They don't apologize to the Fever fans. They don't even let it be known that the investigation has concluded publicly. They don't let it be known loud, right? They make one little tiny corny post about it, like they couldn't find nothing. Like, it's sad, man. It's sad out here, chat. It is, you know what I'm saying? It's sad. He has a right black eye. Somebody punched him out before. Oh my god, man. This is actually embarrassing, man. And this is actually a right. Let me double check. WNBA and women's hoop on SI. Yes, he's a Sports Illustrated writer. But he's over here. You know what? It is what it is, man. I'm used to it at this point. But anyway, chat, to be honest, the FIFA are partly responsible because they should have sued for slander. I don't understand why. You know what? I can't even say that because I can't criticize somebody for having class. You know, somebody who just so professional that they're just not even going to stoop down to their level, not sue them. Because then if they sue them, it's going to be listen, it's a lose-lose. You don't say something, you're soft for not suing them. You do say something, you're abusing your power. If Caitlyn speaks out, she's abusing her power. She's a privileged little white girl. I'm telling you, this is what they're going to say. I promise. This is what they're going to say. Caitlyn is a spoiled little white girl, privileged, abusing her white card. This, that, and the third. They're going to say all these things the minute Caitlyn Clark stands up for herself. I promise you they will. Despite Caitlyn taking crap for 3 years straight, they're going to say, Caitlyn Clark is a privileged, spoiled little white girl. No black girl wants to play in Indiana. They're going to make it race-based. They do it all the damn time, which is why it's annoying as hell. It's annoying as hell. Caitlyn can't speak out. It's a lose-lose. If somebody attacks her, she can't attack back. She attacks back, oh, look at the white girl. Like, they're going to, I'm telling y'all, this is what they're going to do. It's a lose-lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about Caitlyn Clark. I'm talking about the FIFA organization. They're going to tie that to Caitlyn Clark. They're going to tie to Caitlyn Clark. They tied the Now You Know campaign to Caitlyn Clark. They're going to tie anything around Caitlyn Clark to Caitlyn Clark. I'm telling you, this is how it works. You can't. This is why Caitlyn is quiet, because she knows damned if you do, damned if you don't. If she plays for Unrivaled and she succeeds, oh my gosh, ooh, woo-hoo. She won in Unrivaled. She never won on the WNBA level, right? If she goes to Unrivaled and sucks, look at her. She's exposed. She can't play 3v3 basketball. She's not better than none of these other girls in basketball. It's a lose. It's a lose-lose situation. It pisses them off more because she laughs all the way to the bank. Yes, that's the best part. She's laughing all the way to the bank. Preach it, Venom. I appreciate it, Jerry. I agree. That's why she doesn't say anything. Yeah, like, just let them crash out. Let them get themselves out the way and just do what you do best and ball out. That's why Caitlyn says the most important thing is we get back on the floor, because she's literally dissecting them in real time. She's basically saying they could do the talking on the mic, because that's not my thing. I do the talking on the floor. I let my game talk for me. That's Caitlyn Clark. She don't gotta be talking, oh, I need this, I need that. We deserve this, we deserve that. Nah, Caitlyn ain't really here to do all the talking. She's here to put her product on the floor. That's what made her as big as she is. And not just because of her mouthpiece is what she does, her talent. But anyways, chat, this is the end of Fever Friday. We've definitely went over an hour. I appreciate you guys so much. Listen, man, you guys are genuinely the best. I was thinking about getting back into making more videos throughout the weeks. You guys let me know if y'all want to see me get back to making videos throughout the weeks when news come out, etc., or if you guys are perfectly fine with waiting for Fever Fridays to talk about everything. I do want to hear you guys' opinion before we get up out of here. Let me know what you guys would rather. Would you guys rather videos here and there, or would you guys rather just wait till Fever Fridays and we go over everything together? Hit the like button. As you see, Magnus Flaw says hit the like button. Leland, peace. Thank you, Mr. Venom. Always enjoy. Appreciate them Fever Fridays. Thank you so much, B-San. Both. If you have something good, post it. All right. If it's something urgent, I think I'll make a video. But if it's maybe like Thursday, I'll probably just wait till Friday. If it's Wednesday and some news come out and it's super important, I'll probably make a video about it. Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, I'll probably definitely make videos if it's something important, right? But anyways, it is what it is. What's good, Venom? What's going on, Black? Fever Friday is good until the season start, for sure. We'll find a balance. We'll find a balance. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. Let me drop another membership for you guys while we're on our way out of here. Let's see who gets a membership. Give me a second, chat. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have Debbie Wallace in the building. What's going on, Debbie? Shout out to Tina, Kevin, Pam Thompson, E. Croggan, and Jamar with the gift is Ghost Bloom in the building. I love Ghost Bloom comments. I miss your comments, Ghost Bloom. On almost every reaction when we will be done with a Fever game, Ghost Bloom will hop in the comments and say, "In Lexi Hall we trust." Oh my gosh, I missed those comments, man. We'll be back to it soon, or hopefully when the season starts, when Lexi Hall is dominating. You know what I'm saying? Tough crowd indeed. Tough crowd indeed. All right, guys, we out of here. I love you guys so much. See you guys next Friday.